Revelation says one woe is past, behold, still two more woes are coming after these things. So I don't know how well your math is, but 1 + 2 is what? 3. There are 3 woes in Revelation. There are 3 conflicts in Daniel. They're both about Islam and Christianity in conflict. And so during that first woe, you have the Arab one. This is the territory they take. And then comes the second one. Daniel 11, 29 to 30. You have the Reformation up in the Christian territory happening, and it's described here, but also you have the Ottoman Islamic Empire. And here's what it says. At the appointed time he shall return and go towards the south, but it shall not be like the former or the latter. I can't go into it in depth, but the appointed time is from about 1360 to the 1840s. It's the times of Daniel 11 and 12. There's a little more complicated Bible prophecies in Daniel chapter 12. I'm going to get into them later, but for now, let me just say that's about 1360 to 1840, the Ottoman Empire. Daniel pegs the dates of the Reformation and the Ottoman Empire before they happen. I'm going to explain that next Saturday morning at what they call Sabbath school here. Why am I going to do it then? Because it doesn't fit in my 10 nights. And it's outside of the regular prophecy, so I throw it in separate. All right? But that appointed time is very interesting. He's going to head south, but it won't be like the first or the third. The first and the third, he gets Jerusalem. The second one, he doesn't. Why? The next verse tells us in verse 30. For ships from Cyprus shall come against him, and therefore he shall be grieved and return in rage against the holy covenant and do damage. So he shall return and show regard for those who forsake the covenant. So here's what's happening. In 1571, we have an Ottoman war for Cyprus, the Venetians fighting the Ottomans. Constantinople, and I left my good pointer where I'm staying, and so you got my second string one tonight. You have Constantinople up here, and the Turks wanted Cyprus, that island in the upper right-hand corner of the Mediterranean there. And they sent a fleet of 300 and some ships over here, and they conquered Cyprus. Meanwhile, while they're attacking Cyprus, the Pope says, no, we don't want to lose Cyprus. So he puts together a fleet of 300 and some ships. It's called the Holy League, and their goal is to sail out here to Cyprus and then retake Cyprus and then go get Jerusalem from the Muslims. And here's what happens. The Muslims finish off Cyprus, and they head west. Where did those ships just come from? Cyprus. And they're technically, the name of the ships is a sea ship, which is meaning a Cyprus-designed ships. So they got Cyprus-designed ships coming from the island of Cyprus, and the fleets meet over here, and you have the Battle of Lepanto. In 3 or 4 hours' time, somewhere between 40 and 50,000 men were killed. It was a major battle. All right? And the Muslim fleet was decimated. But the Christian fleet was so badly damaged that it turned around and went back home without making it to Cyprus or Jerusalem. And what did the prophecy say? They're going to head to Cyprus. They're going to head south. They're going to be stopped by ships from Cyprus, and they're going to return home in anger against the covenant.